Hey guys, welcome back here to my very messy desk. Back with another video. Hope you're all having a wonderful day wherever you're at. So I always say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Uh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from Iron Studios, 1/10 scale. Michelangelo. Finally, this is the final piece. So I'll have all four of the turtles here together in the set. And finally, awesome to be able to complete the four brothers. The box is a little longer, at least longer than the RAF box was. But here you go. Here, this is essentially what the product will look like once you've assembled it. Hopefully, no issues. If you saw my other video for RAF, I had a little bit of a minor issue with breakage, but it wasn't a very what I consider non-important piece, right? It won't affect the enjoyment of it. So hopefully this one won't have any issues, but you guys could see it there. I did get this directly from Iron Studios. And same thing with Raph and Donnie and Leo. I got those via Iron Studios. But anyway, I'll get this open up for you guys and show you all what's inside. All right, guys, so got this open. This one looks like a very simple one, but really cool nonetheless. What you do get in the box is three pieces. Mikey comes all together. The one of the smaller pieces is again going with the sewers motif. It's another valve. This one it's much bigger than the one that came with Donnie and Raph. And again, I'm assuming this is plastic, but it's got some nice rust and metal detail. You guys could see it there. It looks a bit pink, but again, I think they've done a good job. Again, for 1/10 scale, the detail, it's pretty well done. Just I would be really careful putting this in. Again, try not to apply a lot of force. The other part that comes in the box here is the base, which again has some nice heft to it. I'm going to try to get some room here on my desk. Here's the top portion. Again, following the same floor motif as the other three, because I believe Leo was actually on a pipe. He didn't have a floor base. But again, good job here. Here's the section where the foot will go. Here's, of course, it being Mikey. Some pizza. This is just some foam that was part of the packaging that I haven't taken out. But again, just be really careful when you pull this out so as not to stress anything. This doesn't open, so don't force it, but you can see, I guess, there's some kind of a pizza detail on it in there. So I'm not going to try to play with that. So just be really careful with that. It looks very thin. Pizza slice on the base. Yeah, it plays a part. I'm not crazy about it. I guess from far away, yeah, that's a slice of pizza. But as you get close, again, I'm not going to complain a little piece of pizza there on the base, but I think they could have done a bit of a better job. Again, the pipes continuing that motif there. I think great job with the green, the grime, the dirt, the rust, the metal. I think they've done a really good job there. And of course, in the box, you get the main guy, Mikey. Nothing else. Don't eat the silica, boys and girls. It's not good for you. So let me sort of rearrange the camera setup here and I'll give you a better look. Okay, so I gave you a look before at the base. Here's a bit of a better look here. It's a square base, not numbered. Again, it does have a slightly different code than the other one. But again, these are not like, I don't think these are limited edition or anything, but Michelangelo TMNT. There you go. Here on the side, again, with the whole sewers pipe motif, I think it's really well done. No green ooze, so I'm okay. And then, of course, this section here, that's the one that he stands on, the pizza. Again, be really careful with this box because it feels a bit fragile, so I wouldn't be pressing on it. Again, the back, some more brick detail there. I like the way this is done. I think it looks like brick. Again, for 1/10 scale. Foot Clan, of course, no foot here. So we got some there. This section here is where this valve will go. And let's see if I can maybe try and do this on camera without breaking anything. Okay. Again, as I said, once you get this in, don't push it in. I think once you get it in, it should not fall out. Just be really careful. I'd hate for anyone to break that. And yeah, but I love the base. Again, these are nice and weighted, so and if you can hurt someone with this if you throw it at them, don't. But you know, this is not gonna go flying off your display or your desk unless you really want it to. But yeah, I think the base does its job, and I like it. I think so far my favorite base is Rav's, just because that one had the cool Kawabunga graffiti. And the main guy here, of course, the main course, the main man, and one of my favorite Ninja Turtles here is Mikey, all in one piece. I want to say he's probably my favorite pose, he dynamic wise, and then probably followed by Donnie. But this guy's just badass. Look at the way he's holding his chucks. Of course, this is definitely Mikey. I think they've done a great job capturing what Michelangelo is sort of all about. Again, this being a mixture mainly of the, I guess, comic, cartoon, you know, of course, the color bandanas. His is like everywhere in the air. Again, I would recommend you're really careful with bumping any of these pieces. You don't want it to come off. But the bandana is done really well. Again, the not the grimace, but the grin that Mikey has there definitely fits him. Again, continuing the great texture work, the green, the teeth. Again, for 1/10 scale, they have some grime. They're really well done. The shell, not a complaint, but again, same observation as I had before. The shell texture itself is done really well. The black parts, could have been done a little better, but they're not bad. The arms, again, as I mentioned earlier, this guy is jacked. He hasn't skipped the gym. He's got the definition, the veins, and the different colors and the different textures when you go from the skin to the cloth. I guess the hand wraps here. And same thing, here's it's a little piece of styrofoam I need to get out of there. Um, but yeah, I mean, no complaints there. The chucks, they look the part. I love the little chain details that they've added here. Again, I would be really careful with pushing or applying any pressure to these sections here. But the hands are really well done. There's a chest as the other hand. Again, with the chucks sort of sticking his hand out like this, sort of showing off. Great job, I think, in picking out these poses. They look great. And again, same thing, right? Definition's definitely there, details there. They haven't skimped out just because this is a 1/10 scale piece. And then same thing going down to the legs here. See the veins, the muscles, you know, the folds on the skin. You know, it's cool. It's cool. There you go. There's the knee pad. Again, great job. You know, again, for 1/10 scale, these are awesome. And then, of course, the back, the shells, these are awesome. They're so well done. This is one aspect that I think they've done a great job in. Um, Sections for Mikey to put his chucks in, but of course these are non-removable, so they're not going to go there. So that's, you know, they don't work. But great job on the shell itself, and no complaints on my end. On this one, he comes in one piece there, and I think this is one of the more dynamic bases. So this guy, his foot does have the peg here, the metal rod, and it is sort of keyed in, so you know which way he's supposed to go. You'll see it here on the base. You guys already saw me put the valve in. That's really the only other piece that you get in the box. And of course, you just match this in, and he kind of goes in there like that. And boom. My one, I guess, minor complaint, again, I think I said this in the RAF video, is if you're going to have a foot peg on one foot, it would have been nice to have some kind of magnet here to at least try and hold this in place. Now, as I said, I don't think this is going to go anywhere unless you're tossing it around, which you shouldn't. But it would have been nice to have a magnet here on this foot to try and get that in there. So yeah, so that's pretty much Mikey in a shell. Love this thing. Would highly recommend it, and then I'll show you all four together. All right, guys, so hopefully this video was helpful. If I missed anything, let me know. You can always feel free to leave a comment, but I would highly recommend Mikey here. If you're already invested in the other three, I mean, let's be honest, you probably already have this one coming, but he's definitely worth it. Probably one of my favorite ones as far as the posing and the simplicity of the base. They've managed to, with the pizza and the slice there, definitely capture, of course, the essence of Mikey with the grin and the chucks and the pose, right? Really, really cool. I love this one. Would highly, highly recommend it again. Another great job by Iron Studios. And then here's a look at all four. Finally, so happy to have all four of these together in my collection. I still haven't yet figured out how I'm going to display these guys. I'm thinking I may get some risers so that two of them are sitting higher than the other ones. But yeah, I think these are really, really cool. I want to say right now, Mikey has my favorite pose, followed by Donnie, followed by Raph, and then followed by Leo. Raph probably has a better base for me, just because of the design of it. If you guys saw my video on Raph, I did have some breakage with the little rebars, which is a bit of a pain. But I love the Kawabunga sort of a graffiti that you get here with him. But again, it's rather unfortunate that you don't really get to see it from the front angle, right? But there you go. That's all four. I would highly recommend it. Mikey's definitely awesome, but this completes the brothers for me. I do have a couple other of these pieces on order. I have Casey Jones and Shredder, and I think Krang on order. So we'll see what else they come up with. But as far as these four, I would highly recommend them. Maybe you have the comic book versions; those also look great. For me, I definitely wanted I guess the cartoon, the animated versions with the different colored bandanas. But great job again on Mikey Iron Studios, and awesome for bringing these four to folks' collections. But thank you so much for spending your time with me. Again, if I missed anything, you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. But if not, thank you so much for your very valuable time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.